Well, there you go, friends. Doc South here, back from work. Um, got back early because I started early, and I mean real early. Uh, I was needed. I guess big shots were coming to the store, which is fine. You know, it's their store. They're certainly allowed to come by, and they, I guess, wanted to take a tour. And their deal was they were going to be there real early, and as a result, well, my bedtime plans were rearranged. I had to get up pretty early this morning. I I think it was around 4:30. 4:30, got myself dressed, combed my hair and stuff, figuring I was be meeting the big wigs, and I got to the store right at the well, very early in the morning, very early in the morning, and again, no one was quite sure when 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 the CEOs and such were going to be coming in, but soon enough, they said they wanted to be in sometime between 7 and 8 o'clock, which considering they probably had to stay somewhere, get dressed, get breakfast, and so they got up early too, and we were all running around waiting for them. But that we knew this was coming, for a couple of days, and I kept saying, "Gee, I know they want me in, but they want me in so early in the morning." And again, as I've been telling folks, my eyesight at night isn't really that good. The Now, Sandy heard of all this a few weeks ago, and went out and got me these really nice night driver spectacles. Right. Now, I did wear them once or twice in the twilight, going from the store to the to home, and I made out okay. They give you, anyone coming at me in the dusk was certainly not going to blind me. But today was going to be a real proof, a proof positive situation, and I think I had to leave around. It was well before 6 in the morning, right? And it was dark out. Oh my God! The moon was up just a little, but it was already, the moon waved at me and said, "Hey, you're on your own. You're on your own. I'm going below the horizon." Horizon, yeah. Got the stars up here. Maybe they'll help. And he said, "Oh man, thanks a lot, moon." And I'm saying, well, I got those spectacles. I'm gonna give it a whirl. And again, pitch black out. And so I put these babies on and get in the car and fire that baby up. Wait a minute, hold on a minute. I want to make sure I got this right. Last thing I need is to break these. Oh, boy, that'd be hard to take. Let's see, we got it? Yes, okay, they're on now. You see here, 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 and here. And then you just put these babies on. Now, it's daylight out, but everything looks relatively the same, maybe a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. But I got them on, and I start driving down the road. First thing I get on the road, the one out near our house, and here comes a couple of semis. Oh, with their lights. There was some kind of problem on Route 80, so they were taking, a lot of the trucks were taking different routes to avoid the congestion. And so I get a blast. Oh, but you know something? These things really help. Yes, it was a little brighter than it should be, of course, but they really held down that blast of glare you get. I gotta say, these babies were helpful. And then I drove through an area where it's all woods. It's almost like you're driving through a cave or like a forest. It's a forest road for about 5 miles. And there were cars. I was afraid that there'd be some cars coming that might get a little too close, and the road's kind of narrow. I'm always afraid I'm going to, have to get over to the shoulder or beyond, and well, that could be bad. There was a car or two, but they didn't blind me. As I'm sure they had their low beams on, much like I did, and maybe they had shields over their headlights. I don't know, but it wasn't that bad. And I got out on a slightly busier road, a little more traffic, but again, nothing to write home about. And the nice thing is the glare from the oncoming headlights kind of just blended with any street light that was on or a gas station light. It kind of dimmed them down a bit, but not to the point you didn't know what they were. Looked up at the moon. The moon had a bit of a yellow tinge as a result, but again, nothing to write home about. It was the whole trip. I was pretty much in the dark, even when I got to the parking lot of the store, but I could see through the darkness. And a lot of the glare was greatly reduced. I would suggest, if you can get a pair you can try on someone else's, give it a whirl and see what you think. Because, eyes are different, I think, for each person. But in my case, these seem to be working just great. And boy, I'm telling you, these are going in the glove compartment, and especially with winter coming on, and the more abundant darkness that's now descending upon us. I tell you, I'm going to be glad I have these. I can tell you. I'm just saying you one more time. I know I mentioned this, maybe about 2 weeks ago. But in most cases on those days, I didn't really have to go out in the dark. I did today. It was dark, and these held the line. They really did. No, it's not perfect. You still do get a little bit of glare, but it's nothing like what you normally get without these. And I was extremely happy. Anyway, I thought I'd say. Sandy, I think, got these at Walmart. Pretty sure that's where she went. And I think they were $16. I think somewhere in that neck of the woods. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. She took off, how when someone gives you something, they take the price tag off. So I think Sandy did that. But for me, although gosh, we're married, she could tell me how much they were. But in any case, they're worth their weight. Definitely worth their weight in gold. I'll see you later. God bless, and happy motoring. Bye now.